Look, you've been scrolling through tire reviews for hours now, maybe even days. Every website tells you something different. Every forum has guys arguing about their favorites, and honestly, you're more confused than when you started. Here's what nobody tells you up front. Most all-terrain tires sound like you're driving inside a blender at highway speeds. That aggressive look comes with a price, and that price is your sanity on your daily commute. But here's the good news. After digging through Tire Rack's independent testing data, real-world user feedback, and expert reviews from trusted automotive publications, I've narrowed it down to 6 all-terrain tires that actually perform quietly enough for everyday driving without giving up that off-road capability you want. All product links are waiting for you in the description below. Let's get into it. At number 6, the Nitto Terra Grappler G2. You've probably seen the Nitto Terra Grappler G2 recommended everywhere, and there's a reason for that. At around $170 to $190 per tire, depending on size, it sits in that sweet spot where you're not overpaying, but you're still getting quality rubber on your truck. The big selling point here is the road noise situation. Nitto uses what they call variable pitch tread blocks, and in plain English that means the tread pattern is designed to break up that annoying highway drone you get with most all-terrains. Driving Line put 35,000 miles on a set mounted to a RAV4 and reported they remain quiet at highway speeds with even wear throughout. Now, here's the thing you need to know. Some owners on truck forums have reported vibration issues showing up after 30,000 to 40,000 miles. It's not everyone, but it's worth mentioning. On the plus side, you're getting a 65,000 mile warranty on hard metric sizes, which is pretty solid for an all-terrain. For wet weather, the G2 does its job. Deep sipes channel water out, and you won't be white-knuckling it through rainstorms. But if you're comparing it to some of the tires higher on this list, its wet performance falls a bit short once the tread wears down past the halfway point. If you're doing 80% highway driving with occasional dirt road adventures, the G2 makes a lot of sense for the money. At number 5, the Toyo Open Country AT3. The Toyo Open Country AT3 is everywhere right now, and honestly, it deserves the hype. You're looking at roughly $180 to $220 per tire, and what you're getting is a tire that Toyo completely redesigned from the ground up compared to the AT2. Let's talk noise first, because that's why you're here. Owners consistently describe it as producing a slight hum above 55 miles per hour that lets you know you have aggressive rubber under you, but it never gets obnoxious. Trail Tacoma noted after 5,000 miles that you can hear them inside the cab over 35 miles per hour, but turning your radio to a reasonable volume covers it completely. The AT3 really shines in snow. It carries the 3-peak mountain snowflake rating, and real-world owners in Colorado and the Pacific Northwest confirm these things grip like crazy in winter conditions. One owner on a Rivian forum said after 17,000 miles, the tread was still sitting at 1332 from the original 1532. That's impressive longevity for an all-terrain tire putting up with EV torque. The trade-off? Tire Terrain rated it at 6.0 out of 10 for comfort, which is middle of the pack. The newer LT versions lean harder toward off-road capability, so you're giving up a little refinement for that aggressive look and performance. If you want an all-rounder that won't let you down in any weather, the AT3 is a seriously smart buy. At number 4, the Falken WildPeak A T3W. If you ask any truck owner which tire gets recommended the most in forums and Facebook groups, it's probably the Falken WildPeak A T3W. At around $165 to $210 per tire, it's competitively priced and has earned its reputation. The W in AT3W stands for wear, winter, and wet, and Falken wasn't kidding. This tire carries a 3-peak mountain snowflake rating, and owner after owner confirms these things are borderline unstoppable in snow. One Ford Tremor owner said the tires performed so well he stopped swapping to dedicated winter rubber. On the noise front, let's be real with each other. The AT3W is not silent. Multiple owners describe a whooshing sound at highway speeds, though it never drowns out conversations or your radio. A Jeep Gladiator owner switching from factory tires called them noticeably louder, but compared to other all-terrains, they're on the quieter side. After 40,000 miles, one Trail Tacoma reviewer said the highway humming was present, but totally acceptable. Where the Falken really earns its money is durability. The heat diffusing technology in the sidewall keeps the rubber from breaking down under stress, and owners regularly report 40,000 to 50,000 miles with even wear. Off-road, the deep voids shed mud effectively, and the sidewall construction handles rocky trails without complaint. If you're splitting time between daily commuting and weekend trail runs, the AT3W is hard to beat. At number 3, the Continental TerrainContact AT. Here's where things get interesting. The Continental TerrainContact AT flies under the radar because it doesn't have the aggressive look everyone wants to show off on Instagram. But if you care about actual performance, especially road noise, this tire punches way above its weight. At around $190 to $240 per tire, you're paying Continental premium pricing, but here's what you're getting. In independent testing, the TerrainContact A scored among the lowest noise levels in its category. Consumer Reports gave it excellent marks specifically for road noise reduction. One owner described it as comparable to highway tires after the 400-mile break-in period. Wet performance is where this tire absolutely dominates. We're talking best-in-class wet handling and shortest wet braking distances in multiple tests. If you live somewhere that sees rain regularly, this should jump to the top of your list immediately. The silica-enhanced tread compound grips wet pavement like you wouldn't believe. Now the compromise, off-road performance is decent but not aggressive. This is not the tire for rock crawling or deep mud. One test showed it getting stuck more often than competitors in mud deeper than 8 inches. But for gravel roads, fire trails, and light off-roading, it handles everything confidently. Continental backs it with a 60,000-mile warranty, and with proper rotations, many owners exceed that. At number 2, the BFGoodrich All-Terrain TCA KO3. The BFGoodrich KO2 has been the king of all-terrain tires for nearly a decade, and now the KO3 is taking the throne. At around $200 to $260 per tire, you're paying for the best sidewall protection and off-road capability money can buy. The KO3 specifically addresses the biggest complaint about the KO2, road noise. BFGoodrich integrated noise reduction technology into the new design, and owners confirm it's noticeably quieter than its predecessor. One reviewer on the official BFGoodrich site said they're comfortable and quiet on road, calling it a big selling point after running noisy all-terrains from a competitor. Testing data shows the KO3 stopping in 184 feet in wet conditions compared to the KO2's 195 feet. That's meaningful when you're trying to avoid a deer or stop for a red light in the rain. The new CoreGuard Max technology gives you 20% better puncture resistance in the sidewalls, which matters if you're actually going off-road. Here's the honest truth, though. The KO3 is still rolling out sizes through 2026, so your specific size might not be available yet, and you're paying a premium. But if you need a tire that can handle serious off-road abuse while still being livable on your daily commute, the KO3 is the new benchmark. It comes with a 60,000-mile warranty, up from the KO2's 50,000 miles. At number 1, the Cooper Discover Road Plus Trail AT. And the winner for the best all-terrain tire for daily driving is the Cooper Discover Road Plus Trail AT. At around $180 to $220 per tire, it's not the cheapest, but it might be the smartest money you'll spend. Tire Rack put this tire through their full testing suite, and the results speak for themselves. It finished near the top in nearly every on-road category, while still offering legitimate all-terrain capability. One owner from Pennsylvania said after 500 miles, the most noticeable difference was a substantial reduction in road noise compared to his previous tires. Cooper uses something called Road Glide technology, which helps the tire seat perfectly on the wheel and reduces vibration. The tread pattern extends over 50% further down the sidewall compared to the previous model, giving you protection without the ugly look of exposed rubber. Multiple owners specifically called out how quiet these tires are, even at 80 miles per hour. Wet and snow performance is where this tire separates itself. It carries the 3 Peak Mountain Snowflake rating, and owners in Wisconsin and Colorado confirm it handles winter conditions with confidence. One Buffalo owner said these tires got him through the 2024 blizzard without a single slide. The 65,000-mile treadwear warranty is among the best in the category. Real-world owners are reporting even wear patterns at 6,000, 11,000, and 20,000-mile check-ins. For the driver who spends most of their time on pavement but wants capability when the road ends, the Cooper Discover Road Plus Trail AT is my top recommendation. So, there you have it. 6 all-terrain tires that won't make you regret your purchase every time you merge onto the highway. Quick recap. If budget matters most, start with the Nitto Terra Grappler G2 or Falken WildPeak AT3W. If wet performance is your priority, the Continental TerrainContact AT can't be touched. For serious off-roading with improved daily manners, the BFGoodrich KO3 is the move. And for the best overall balance of quiet, capable, and long-lasting, the Cooper Discover Road Plus Trail AT takes the crown. Links to every tire and current pricing are in the description. Drop a comment and tell me which tire you're running right now. I'd love to hear about your experience. And if this helped you make a decision, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.